Alright, YouTube, we're back. We're jumping right back into it. Tier 1 characters in Last Cloudia. I went ahead and zoomed in on the browser page in case you were wondering why everything looks a little bigger, easier to read. I think it just looks a little more appealing. So we're going to stick with that. Let's just jump right into it. I want to try and get through at least 6 characters during this video. So we're starting with my boy, right? The guy who kept me on this game, who blessed me with 2 pulls of him in 1 multi-summon, Divine Beast Ray. We're going to check him out, scroll back down. So this is his original character, but this is the upgraded version they released recently. For the individual valuations, we've got an S on Orbit, double S high difficulty, double S arena, so he's definitely a great pull if you get him. Physical attacker specializing in lightning, his damage upper limit plus 5,000, which is just a busted ability, and acquires many powerful skills in the arena. I'm guessing for the arena, just on his skill board in general, which is super good. Special skill 1, got a destruction, thunder attribute, continuous attack on enemy in front. He just releases a barrage of attacks to the enemy. I love using all of his skills. They're great. Next one, God Tempest, gives the strength down effect to enemies with a continuous attack. Probability of the lightning attribute to a wide range of enemies centering on themselves. So another one of these skills where if you're in the middle of a ton of enemies, it's great to use, and it makes their strength go down. So if they're physical attackers, it's going to make them even weaker. Then we got Raging Nova. You rush at the enemy in the middle range in front and paralyze the enemy with a continuous lightning attack. And there's a probability to that, so he rushes, does a combo, and then jumps back and throws this giant lightning ball. So cool to see. One of my favorite skills in the game for sure. And it's a very powerful ability. His special move is Grand Tarion, aka the Spirit Bomb. Y'all are about to see it. Gives paralysis to all enemies with a powerful lightning attribute, continuous attack. Yeah, so he just jumps up in the air, says, "Lend me your energy, everybody," and hurls the giant Spirit Bomb to deal massive damage to all the enemies on the field. I love him. I love him. Not much else I can say. Here's 2 traits. Lagraine makes him super inevitable pursuit of lightning attribute. Lightning attribute damage, upper limit plus 1,000. Lightning attribute damage plus 20% when near death. That's right. And then his SCT speed up effect activated up to once per wave. This is the... I should say these traits seem to be the first tier when you unlock them, right? You can unlock multiple tiers per skills, I think up to tier 4. So this seems like tier 1 because I believe once you get to tier 4, that upper limit is increased to 5,000, which is mentioned above. His second trait is God Beast, damage from humans, gods, dragons minus 5%, and he no longer is frightened by magic attacks of lightning and ice. They can't stun him, I believe. They can't incapacitate him. They're his awakening abilities. Physical attacker specializing in lightning attributes, duh, as we saw. Also, since you can learn dual wield with the ability board and break the value of the special skill is high, you can play an active role as a break by setting breaker or axe high boost. So he can be a great breaker for bosses. That's probably how I'm going to build him. And individuality, his traits are powerful for the arena. God Beastization is powerful in the arena, right? Subtracting the damage he takes from humans, gods, and dragons by 20%. He's also going to take less damage from Blizzard and Riser Gauges. I don't know which lightning magic attack that is off the top of my head. Since he's a type god, be careful of the Demon Blade Shin, who is strong against the god type. Skills such as Fire Shield and Soldier Shield can be raised as countermeasures against Demon Blade Shin. That's good for me to know. They give you his skill recommendations and then Seems like the player base gives him a solid 9 out of 10. I'll take it. Definitely my favorite character at the moment. So I'm very happy I pulled him. Going back, we're going to go to the Beast Boss number 2. They translate his name to Dill Mode. I'm going to call him Dill Mordo. Because Dill Mode makes me laugh. But Dill Mordo, he's here. He is the Blaze Fire Beast General, whatever, soldier of the Blaze Army. They give him a 9.5. Again, similar to Ray. He's got S, double S, and double S. Simple evaluation. Physical attacker specializes in flame or fire attributes. Special skill 3 has high power and high range. And then special attack against human types, I guess, is super effective. Here's his first skill, continuous fire attack in front of the enemies. He just unleashes a little barrage and then a fiery tornado. Very cool. Okay, that looks German. Jeffer Wechter. This is second skill. Continuous fire attack enemies on in a small area in front. Gives fire resistance down effect to enemy. So allows you to deal extra fire damage once they're hit by this skill. Another kind of fire barrage. Very cool. And then Elgar Zoldart is his third skill. A series of fire type attacks that rush and explode at enemies in the middle range in front of you. So this apparently, yeah. So he's going to rush at an enemy and then just unleash a giant wide range attack. Good if you've got a bunch of enemies around you. Super special skill is the Sonne Sturm. I'm guessing Sunstorm. Powerful continuous attack of fire attribute to all enemies. So just like Ray, he's got a full field fire attack. Look at this. Dude, what a beast. He just jumps in the air, punches the ground with some kind of fire fist, and decimates everything. Definitely another fan favorite of mine. Here are his traits. Fresh Blood Demon Beast. Fire type chase occurs in normal attacks. Okay. SCT recovery speed and physical attack power increase when dying, and fire type chase, so the fire attribute occurs in physical attacks once only. Okay, so he adds the fire type to his normal attack button, and then he gets a quicker SCT recovery, and the fire type element is added to physical attack, so I'm guessing that includes his skills. I'm guessing. His second trait, I don't know what that says. With a low probability, the fire attack attribute is nullified, I'm guessing against him. The SCT of all skills is restored for 10 seconds. And the skill damage to be activated next is doubled. Very powerful. It says there's a low chance of that happening, but if it does happen, you're going to see him hit some stupid numbers, I imagine. Here's the wiki's usage. Flame attribute, physical attacker, strong against the human type, human slayer. I see, so he probably gets that in his skill map. It's a skill that allows special attacks to ride against human types. I love the translations. And is a very powerful skill that can be widely used in a high difficult situations such as Arenas, Tower, and Towers of Phantom. Special skill 3 is very powerful. Elgar Zoldart is excellent in terms of attack range power and break power, and is a very powerful skill that shoots in close proximity to the opponent when activated. Special skill 3 can be said to be a symbol of strength of Dill Mode. And it is widely used from laps to break personnel. A little broken English, I don't really know what that pertains to exactly, but it's also got high durability. Dill Mode has excellent status with a high strength stat, since you can acquire Proud Force and critical skills on your own. It is highly durable and will play an active part in the front line. Okay, so he's just a really good physical attacker. There are his skill builds. Oh, wow. So all of the people have spoken. He's the first 10 out of 10 for People's Choice. So Dill Mordo, congrats. Representing the Beast Squad. My dude. Love it. Love it. When can we pull him? Hopefully on Christmas. Alright, moving on to another powerhouse, Logia. I have used him quite a bit, and he obviously is a fan favorite with the double blade that he holds. He's some kind of elf. He reminds me of Zelda. I'm sure everyone and their mother who plays this game has said that. He looks like a Zelda character. Here he goes. He's an S in orbit, double S high difficulty, double S arena. He's a physical attacker with tree attributes. Tree is like the earth element, I guess, if you look at the different elements that characters can attack with. Specializing in abnormal conditions. He has abnormal conditions given to all skills, so all of his skills are going to debuff the enemy. 2 types of special attacks are excellent. Love it. Let's see it. Special skill 1. Noxious Cross. Poisons the enemies in a medium range with a continuous attack of tree attribute. So there he goes. So he poisons the enemies and just unleashes a barrage. Very sick. Special skill 2, Vector Thrust. Gives illness to enemies in a medium range with a continuous attack. There's a probability of tree attributes. So when it says probability of tree attributes, I think it just means it also inflicts the tree element damage or the earth element damage. So nice. And Paralyze Dance. Paralyzes a wide range of enemies centered on yourself with a continuous attack. And also does the tree attribute. So yeah, he's disgusting. He inflicts damage over time, right? He inflicts dot damage, and he also has the capability to paralyze. That's pretty nasty. Super special move, World of Ratu. Grants a single enemy a powerful continuous attack, corruption with a tree attribute or 1 basic condition abnormality. So it inflicts a random condition to the enemy and also decimates them. So super good for boss battles, obviously. Very cool. He's a dope character. I mean, what can I say? Here's his 2 traits. Antibody Constitution. The time required to recover all normal abnormal conditions and status down effects is halved. So stupid. Is that just for himself? I think that's just for himself. Double Fencer when equipped with weapons on both the weapon and armor frame. So if he's dual wielding, the damage when a special attack occurs, and the damage when a weakness attribute attack plus 10%. So when he's dual wielding, he's inflicting an extra 10% to people who are weak to the tree element or skills, I think. Special attack. Yeah, special attacks are just his standard skills, so he's just dealing an extra 10% for no reason. Since there are enemies with invalid status in high difficulty quests, it is easier to take advantage of Rogia's strengths by letting Logia learn Anuramers. Acquire the powerful skill Demon Beast Slayer by yourself. Rogia learns the powerful skill Demon Beast Slayer by himself. 6 Slayer skills are combined into 1 and is a super powerful skill worth SC 48 minutes. What? SC 48 minutes? What? I don't know what that means. And the people have spoken and given him an 8.5 out of 10, so actually much lower than the website's score. Interesting. Good to know. Alright, 3 down, 3 to go. Let's move on to Alice in Wonderland. My girl, my home girl, treating me good. We finally have, oh, well, it's still kind of provisional, but I assume that this is going to stay pretty consistent with the score. They are giving her a 9.5 with limited testing, right? She just got into the game. They give her a double S in orbit, just an S in high difficulty, but then double S in arena. Physical attacker with light attributes, powerful super special move, and attacker and tank are good. So she's a great physical attacker and tank in one, which makes her very powerful. We've already kind of broken her down in a previous video, but why not do it again? Let's see her abilities. EB/Blade, dive in to close the gap and attack enemies in the middle range with continuous light attributes. She's also a light physical attacker, which I guess is a pretty rare combination, which is what makes her good. Right, she closes the gap, jump, boom, slash, kill him. Special skill 2, EMS Inferno, medium range light attribute long range attack, centered on the target. So this is where she just launches some missiles at one enemy. What I've noticed is if there's a bunch of enemies grouped around the enemy she targets, it deals that AoE damage, but the range isn't super big, so if she targets one enemy that's kind of doing his own thing, you're gonna lose a lot of the AoE capabilities of this move. Special skill 3, EDD Ripper. Continuous attack of light attributes on enemies in a medium range. This is kind of her jump up and slash everything that's around and in front of her. Very fun to use. She's very quick, fast paced. I like it a lot. And then Catastrophe. This is a cool special move. Powerful continuous attack of light attributes on all enemies. She just kind of goes berserk. She launches missiles, then she does this like Kamehameha sword slash, and then jumps up in the air and just, I don't even know what move that is. It's like perfect barrier or something, but of the light element. It's crazy. Destroys everything. She's very fun, very, very catastrophic. Wink. Here are her traits. Limiter release. Super special move gauge increase amount plus 20%. So she's getting her special off quicker. Super special move damage plus 50%. And the super special move damage upper limit plus 5,000 in mopping mode. Alice the janitor, everybody. I don't know what mopping mode is referring to. Maybe Slayer mode? She's got two different modes that she can do. Killer and Slayer. So mopping refers to one of those two. I couldn't tell you at the moment. Her second trait, Crisis Avoidance System. When dying, it consumes 10% of the maximum MP to super recover HP and gives the and gives the effect of avoiding damage minus 10% and physical attack for a certain period of time. So when she dies, she consumes all of her MP, restores all of her HP, and gives her a damage reduction, essentially. She's a physical attacker with high operability and the light attribute, right? High operable character. In addition, since the number of attacks is large and the number of hits can be earned, it is also a feature that the super special move of the whole attack can be issued with. Right, it's just saying she's such a fast attacker. You know, it requires the speed of attacks, I guess, and the time that passes combined to charge your special move up. She's launching... I always have her special move before any of my other characters. She's very powerful in the arena. Expected to play an active role as a tank because you can acquire many skills to increase the durability value and recover the individual crisis avoidance system. However, in the current arena, it is difficult to play an active part because the weakness attribute, the Thunder attribute attacker God Beast Ray, is in a rage, but it can be active against parties other than the Thunder attribute characters such as God Beast Ray. Let's do it. If anyone understood what that said, let me know. Basically, she's not great against Ray. That was all I got. That was all I got from that paragraph, or from that sentence. They give you an arena type skill composition, and people... Okay, she only has one review, but this guy gave her a 10 out of 10. Sounds like a fanboy. She has her weaknesses, so I don't think she'll last with a 10 out of 10, but this person has spoken, and they've given her a 10 out of 10. Moving on to Miram Nava, one of the collab characters from that one time I got turned into a slime. She has made her way onto the tier 1 list of characters that you can have. She's a 9.5 out of 10, double S in orbit, S in high difficulty, double S arena. She's a physical attacker specializing in darkness. Special skill 3 is superpower and high performance. Skill and damage upper limit of special skills and super special moves. So she gives herself a damage cap of plus 5,000. It's very, very powerful. Here's her first skill. Series of dark attacks on enemies in a small area ahead. Just a quick quick 1-2. Skill 2, continuous attack of darkness attribute to a wide range of enemies, centering on yourself. This is her little tornado that we see. She's in a couple other games I've done, or I play. She's been introduced as a collab character, and this little tornado attack I've seen before. Transcendental Punch, a series of dark type attacks that rush toward the enemy in the middle range ahead and explode. Very badass. So she's going to close the distance, launch this crazy looking tornado that's going to obliterate everything that's in range. And then her super special move is Dragon Buster. Powerful continuous attack of darkness on all enemies. Here we go. Let's see what you got, girl. I have actually never seen her super move. It's on all enemies. So boom, just like that. She lifts everyone in midair, says, girl, snaps her fingers, and launches these stars that explode. Very similar. I mean, I think it is the same attack that the other game I've seen her in is 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Here are her traits. Dragonoid. If HP is 80% or more, strength will gradually increase over time, up to 30%. And then it resets every wave. So you want to keep her healed as much as possible. Second trait, I've already seen that technique. When you receive an attack that hits consecutively, the damage taken is reduced as the number of hits increases up to minus 20%. So if you're constantly getting hit by the same person, each successive hit is going to be reduced in damage. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. She's got high firepower as a darkness physical attacker. Miriam is a high-powered physical attacker. You may acquire many skills to increase firepower, such as attack up pole, aim at key points, and dark attack raise. Also, since your damage upper limit can be raised with the skill Unreasonable Demon King, you can earn more counter damage than normal attackers. All her skills are dark attributes, which I guess give her that extra damage bonus to all of them. And while it deals high damage to enemies with weakness to darkness, it does not deal damage to dark resistant enemies, which is good to note. When fighting dark resistant enemies, add double/triple impact to strengthen your normal attacks, or use magic weak to reduce your enemy's resistance. Huh. The people give her a 9 out of 10. Very solid score. Very solid score from the people. Alright, and the last character we're going to cover on this video is the Lagro boss. He is a funny looking thing, but damn is he powerful. He's got a 9.5 on this list. In Orbit, SS, High Difficulty, SS. Arena, they give him an S. He's a magic attacker who can use all attributes. Already nasty. Casting speed and damage upper limit increase with his traits. And he learns non-attribute magic. Huh. I actually don't know what that is in game yet. Here's his first skill. Continuous attack on enemies in the middle range front. Just launches a lightning bolt from his staff. Very cool. Special skill 2. Instantly close the gap and attack enemies in the middle range continuously. What? Are you kidding me? He jumps around like Yoda? He's Yoda. Look at him. His third skill pulls a single enemy close to you and attacks a wide range of enemies around you. So very cool stuff. Ideally, you'd have a bunch of people around you, pull an enemy that's out of range in, and then obviously do this little magic explosion. Here's a super special move, Pleiades. Powerful continuous attack on all enemies. Here he goes. He's also got some kind of spirit bomb. No, this is even more advanced. Wow. Gotcha, old man. So he creates this and then launches it up in the air, which then brings down some crazy hyper beam from the sky. Very powerful. Here are his traits. Magical barrier. Damage taken by magic attacks is subtracted by 10%. And damage from enemies is always cut by a certain amount. The higher the mind, the higher the reduction amount. Ooh. His second trait, magic casting speed plus 10%, magic attack damage plus 10%, and then his upper limit is 1,000. Obviously, those skills are going to get better as you upgrade the trait in the skill map. So this is just the bare minimum right here. It's a sorcerer that can use all attributes with magic. Lagrabas is a sorcerer who can use all attributes. Since all attribute magic, including non-attribute magic, can be used, it is highly suitable for capturing the Phantom Tower and is recommended for beginners who do not have all the arcs. In addition, you will acquire many skills that increase the power of magic attacks, such as Wand High Boost, Magic Power Up 4, and Magic Aura. Personality, specializing in magic attacks. When it says personality, I believe it means a skill from the skill tree. One of them being Magical Boost Origin, increases his casting speed, damage, and damage limit. Oh no, that's his trait. That's his trait. The upper limit of magic attack is plus 5,000 when combined with magic, charisma of magic, and when used in combination with the high-ranking magic casters of the magic recast. It can be almost enchanted. I don't know what that translates to exactly, but it's powerful. He can also be used as a physical character depending on training. Really? Oh, wow. The higher the int of Lagrobos, the higher the power of his physical attacks. Since you can acquire the skill Mabu Rolling Wheel, power of normal attacks and feats will increase, and skills. Huh. His special skill 2 instantly closes the distance and attack wherever you are. So he's literally Yoda. That's what I'm going to call him. Yoda. Oh, look at it. So they have the general purpose sorcerer type, but then they also have a build against it. Looks like a specific enemy, Della Madu. I don't know who that is yet, but there you go. People give him a 9.5 out of 10. So Lagrobos, if you can pull him, you are winning. And there we go. There's another one down. Another 30 minutes covering 6 characters. We'll finish up part 3. Take care of tier 1. And then, I don't know, I might look at some other tier lists, maybe mix it up. Start looking at arcs again. I don't know. Tell me what videos you guys are interested in seeing. Obviously, I'm kind of limited when it comes to gameplay since I'm so new. Can't really do character showcases all that well. But any suggestions are welcome because I'm trying to pump out as much content here as I can. I'm loving the game. Love to hear your thoughts on the last 6 characters I just covered. And as I always say, guys, work hard, play harder. See you in the next video.